Hi everybody. It's that awesome time of year where we're going to be doing flip throughs of 2017 planners and sharing with each other all of our thoughts and processes and things that worked and didn't work. And it's just that time of year. So here goes. So first things first, this is probably like the third time I've done this video and I'm very, very exhausted now. But I have the black big happy planner cover. And I also have a big happy planner. He's a very, he, whatever, is a very fat and large happy planner right now because I had to put all of my stuff back in it to be able to do the video. So, first things first, I do have some lined and graph paper here on the side. I have a Christmas card from my boss. I have some receipts, just fun little notes, and a little Project Life card. I have level 10, a little printout from Boho Berry. I'm kind of investigating it and see what I think. I think it's a great insert to my planner, and if you are a bullet journaler, you've already probably heard of it. I'm going to be getting the book soon, so stay tuned for how that affects my planner. I've got some yoga handouts. I'm looking at new yoga studios. I've got some menus and little brochures from a wedding that I went to back in October. So, since this is about the third time I've filmed this video, I don't know that I'm going to do a complete and solid flip through, but we're going to get as much done as possible. So the very first thing that I kind of want to talk about was my intention for the new year was to have a big, then a classic, and then I don't have it right here, but a fitness mini insert. We can kind of look at it here. So I didn't like it because the fitness didn't give me enough space. So it didn't have enough space to write. I write pretty big. So it just didn't work for me. I'm playing with the idea of getting an extension pack for my planner to put in the back, but I'm also thinking about keeping it where I have it now, which is the bottom row of my layout, which I'll show you guys. Most of the washi tape that I use is going to come from Hobby Lobby. The stamps for this particular layout are Avery L, and most of my stickers will be Happy Planner, just as a side note. So the other part of keeping so many layouts was that my big one was supposed to be my pretty one, my classic one was supposed to be my junky one, and obviously my mini was fitness related. So that was the plan. That, ta-da, did not really work out. It didn't work for me because at the end of last year, I left my job of 4 years and I really didn't have a new job lined up and I didn't really have a plan. So I didn't really have anything to plan. So there's that whole story. Some of the things that I kind of learned in doing that was that I really want to be more minimalistic when it comes to my layouts going into 2018. So a lot of this kind of stuff I really don't want to do. I want to keep my washi tape for memory keeping. So I also do Project Life. I'm very, very far behind in Project Life. I don't really treat it, I'm not a Project Life 365 girl either, so I just use it strictly for memory keeping. So I really want to get caught back up with that. So that's where I want my craft products to go. I want my planner to be my planner. I want it to be a place where I can plan memory keeping and I can get back on track with some things. I think I get so consumed by trying to make it pretty so that whenever I post it on social media that I feel kind of better about it. Or when I do these beautiful flip throughs that it's entertaining and it's pleasing to look at. But I mean, I really love being able to use my stickers and I will definitely continue that trend. But in terms of trying to make 3 layouts match and have everything so perfect, I wouldn't say that it's going to be less structured, but it's definitely going to be less decorated in terms of the washi tape and the stickers and the theming and such as that. when we get further back into the book and we get closer to where I'm at now, I'm going to kind of show you what I'd like to see going forward. But as you can see, a lot of layouts are blank or half done. Just kind of lack of consistency was a bunch of the year. But a lot of that, like I said, had to do with the job change, finding a new job, finding something that worked and that needed my planning. Well, this is what I get for trying to switch hands. Apparently it didn't want to turn. So up until about March, I was working for a couple as their personal assistant. So I didn't really need to track a lot because I did most of it off spreadsheets, off Google spreadsheets that they had and that we used. So there wasn't a lot of that. You'll see call reminders or things like that in here, but that was even in the spreadsheet. So there wasn't much need for this, unfortunately. Like I said, I write kind of big. So that was a reason that I also kind of upgraded to the big planner over time. I originally started out with a classic. I don't even know if I have a flip through video of my original. Maybe one day I'll do a comparison of the first to now and just kind of see. I might do that at the end of 2018 just to kind of see how far I've come. There for a while I really did think that this would be my last Happy Planner year, but after the new products release and I gave it some thought, I realized that I can make it work still. I used to be a junk journal planner, so this is also when I didn't have lots of jobs or very tasking jobs, meaning that I didn't have jobs that really required a lot of tasks. It was very moment to moment. There wasn't a lot of tracking, and if it was done on a computer, and there wasn't a lot of reminding necessary. So I used to kind of just jot things down in a book, a lot like how bullet journalers work now. I just kind of need that week at a glance. I need to see the whole week. I need to see a month in advance, and a lot of people are learning how to make that work in a bullet journal way. So I'm hoping to incorporate some of that junk journaling aspect back into this. Maybe some journaling into it. I think that would really help with just kind of me and my wellness overall. So we'll see how that goes. Like I said, a lot of this is going to be blank and kind of boring. In March, I went to work for 2 retail companies. I am still with one of them. And then in August, I want to say. No, September sounds a little bit more accurate. In September, I went to work for the person I work for now, who is an amazing financial advisor. And I am his assistant, and I will be hopefully going through the process to be licensed myself in about a year or 2. So there's going to be a lot about that in the planner. So there's going to be that. I'm staying on with the retail company as well, very, very part-time. I think it keeps me still kind of grounded to that retail route. A lot of the things that made me so awesome at this job was my last job, which was being a buckle manager. But I was always really organized before that. Buckle just has a tendency to influence your organizing habits and making them better and more effective. We are, I swear to you, the company that lives and dies for tracking. We track everything humanly possible. So I think it helped me in a lot of ways and hindered me in a lot of ways. So I like applying that to my planning style now and remembering what worked really great for me then and what can be applied to this job and what didn't maybe work so well for me. Oh, Nickelback. That was the best. By the way, follow me on Instagram, and I'm Sugar Rush 321. So yeah, you can see lots of fun pictures. I'm doing the Instagram challenge right now, so be happy to have you. Thank you for being a part of the channel and sticking with me and my crazy, crappy filming skills right now. Part of my winter break from work activities will be finding my camera and hooking it up so that I'll be able to do better flip throughs. That's another thing that is on my 2018 kind of priority, is getting better about my social media habits and my consistency with my YouTube, and just being able to deliver a little bit better. So knowing when I'm going to be doing flip through videos, because I'm not going to be doing them monthly. I'll talk more about that when I get to my 2018 planner setup, but also so that I can be more active with Project Life and those flip throughs. When I worked for Pottery Barn, and I still work for them, I was, and still am, one of the assistant managers. So I did have a lot of activities when I was there and only there. And now that I've dropped back to extremely part-time hours, the bulk of my workload is here at the office. I did try these knock-knock pads as meal planners and then grocery lists on the back, and that worked for a little while. I'm just really ineffective at, I used to be really great at it, but I'm currently staying at my parents' through the transition. Obviously getting a new job, that was a big transition, but I'm also looking for a new place to move and possibly a house. So it's very difficult to meal prep and plan for me some weeks. But my health and well-being and fitness and meal planning is a massive focus of next year. That's going to be talked about in my Goal Getter series. So we'll talk about that. This was the first kind of I'm back on the horse layout, and I stayed on the horse for a couple weeks and then got back off the horse. This is, again, back to, if you are a memory keeper, all power to you. Most crafters have their memory keeping of choice. In my particular case, I was and still am a Project Life person. I'm not a Project 365 person. I am simply a Project Life kind of event to event person. I try to keep it out of my planner, and I've done little inserts and cards, but I've never done photos. And I want to keep, this is kind of what I want things to look like going forward, where I'm using the planner stickers and I'm using it as a planner. And putting little things in here are fine. I hate the fact that I'm going to document it in two places, and I'm not really big on that. So I probably won't even do the card inserts very much. Doing the little like noted, thing is cute, and I definitely think it's helpful because it is a plan. You plan to attend a certain event. But like cards like this, no, I don't need all that. I really don't, and it takes time and space and energy away from the productivity of what this planner is meant to do. So, like I said, going forward, I'm not going to memory keep in my planner. As I said before, I was kind of bracketing it off into different sections. You'll see as we go along, I kind of used all of this for the office, and then I used this for fitness. And I was doing really kind of okay. Like, I'd have good days and bad days just like anybody else in terms of tracking. But one thing I found in the last several weeks is that the top being used for AM and the bottom being used for PM, and the middle for PM, and the middle being used for, y'all, I cannot talk today. The top is AM, the middle is PM, and the bottom is fitness. That has been working a little bit better for me personally. In case you guys can't hear, I'm still a little sick, and this is, like I said, the third time I'm filming this video. So I'm so sorry if I sound weird or something doesn't make sense. Please leave me a comment and I will be happy to answer you. So there's that. So the week of Thanksgiving was kind of a big deal though, because my parents met my boyfriend's family. And that's a big deal because I've been engaged twice and that never happened. So, you know, that was kind of exciting. And no one died. So it looks like I have some little to-do lists. I do use Arc in my system, just because even though I adore color and all the beautiful colors that Happy Planner has given us, I also like that kind of neutral, matches anything vibe that I get from Arc. It's a little bit more masculine and a little bit less girly, which is nice. This is where I kind of really got into AM PM. Like I said before, I do work here and I still work at Pottery Barn, but I was just kind of putting, if I work at a Pottery Barn that night, in that middle column because that is a PM activity, but I was also putting personal things. So if I needed to go to the grocery store or do laundry, that was where I put it, which has served me very well recently. So I might stay on that trend going into 2018. I found these really great printouts, or not printouts, layouts that are available on Word that I used as a meal planning tool. We'll see if that carries over into 2018. It's effective. I like the fact that I can do it on my computer at work and kind of change it as I go. I'm just not really sure about it yet. So it's getting kind of hard to turn the pages because we're getting to the back of the book. This is where the Instagram challenge started. So obviously I had to do a fun corner. I love my little Star Wars sticker. This is this week, so lots of to-do lists. My dashboard that's cracked at the top, which drives me freaking crazy. Not the tab, just like there's a gash out right underneath this disc, and it happened the first time I went to use it and take it out, so it's very annoying. And I have some more to-do lists, it looks like, some post-it notes to myself. And then this goes into next week. And then we're done. We have the note page. Okay, so I am not going to actually show you what's behind these tabs quite yet because it's a lot of personal information. So I just don't want it on camera. So my first tab is budgeting, and as you can see, it's cracked at the top and I'm really irritated. I've gotten new tabs to go into the new one, but this was before I realized that the Budget Happy Planner extension pack actually has its own starting tab. So I may try to recycle these and keep the other ones as a backup as these break over time. But these have held up really well, except for that top one, and I was really bummed about that. I also cracked my first ring this year. This one I glued back together because I refused to get a new pack because it busted like 3 months ago and I'd already bought my new planner, so I was really irritated. My second tab is my office tab, so it's kind of my cheat sheet office manual back there, so I don't have to hunt through all the files and find something. I can just kind of go to this and get what I need for the most part. So my budgeting will go first, my office will go second. My third is a project tab. It's just sketches and things like that at this point. I might have to create a project book once I move or I get closer to moving. We'll see. But for right now, it's going to stay a tab. My fourth is empty. I want to say that's where I was considering doing level 10 planning now going into next year, or where I might put a fitness extension pack. I'll probably play with the spacing if I do add more than one extension pack. And then my last tab as of right now, ooh, I didn't mean to hit the camera, I'm sorry. My last tab as of right now is like passwords and logins and such. So that's kind of where we stand for that. But all in all, that's my planner setup. So some just major things that I took away. Number one, a con that I found, or a no-no, is putting 3 different sizes of layouts on one spread. Too much. I like tabs in the back. I do not like big discs. I do like bracketing into AM, PM, and then fitness on the bottom. I think adding an extension pack for that, even if it's a focus for me, it's going to take up a lot of space. And there's a lot of things that I can do to eliminate that. Like that little insert that I made, or using knock pads. There's kind of some ways around that. So I think a bar and an insert for that page is going to be fine. An extension pack just sounds like a bit much. Budgeting, yes, I love extension packs. I love how it's structured, and it's a major focus for me this year to get back on track with that as well. I love having a projects tab. I'll probably separate out into a book later. I will be going more minimalistic, so less stickers and stamps and washi tape going into 2018. Less clutter, essentially. I think that's kind of the high and the low points. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment down below. As I said before, I'll do a Happy Planner 2018 setup video, then an updated version once I get the newer products in there. I'll be doing a goal getter series based off of my goals going into the new year, similar to Happy Planner's little setup. So stay tuned for that. So I'm excited to see that come together. I'll be doing a giveaway video soon as well. I'm not really sure on all the particulars. I posted a video earlier today saying that I might do one at the end of the year and then one when we hit 300. It just kind of depends on which happens first and when I feel like I can do that video. So stay tuned for that as well. Thank you to all that subscribed. Thank you to the new people, and I look forward to more videos and a happy end of 2017 and happy 2018 to everyone. Thank you guys. Bye.